Now, those familiar with the Syrian art scene would know about Sara Shamma. Not only is she one of Syria's leading artists, but she's also the winner of several prestigious regional and international awards, including the Latakia Biennial. Sara's work has been exhibited in some of the world's leading galleries and can also be found in private collections, while she's currently in London where her latest solo exhibition, World Civil War Portraits, is on display. And I'm delighted to say that she's taken time out from a very busy schedule to join me in the studio. A very good morning to you.
Good morning.
Just looking at these canvases on the wall, I mean, they are extremely powerful. Take us through this, because this is a self-portrait.
Yes.
And you're holding skulls, you're surrounded by death.
Yeah. This is, I think in this self-portrait, I'm loving the dead people, because of this war in Syria. As you know, you may knew, it took the life about 200,000 people, and it is continuous also. So I'm loving those dead people.
So there's a form of remembrance as well, because the number 200,000 taken in isolation, it's just a number, and it's very easy to forget that these victims were mothers, daughters, sons, friends. They belonged.
Yes, because when you say this huge number, so the whole situation became like you forget the importance of the human being, the individual, because you see it all the time in the news, so it became like casual news. So I'm trying to make the individual more important in this case.
And it's a very unusual way to portray a war, because normally in the past when we've seen war scenes, it shows actual conflict, and somewhere along the line the civilians are lost in the narrative.
Yes. Yes, because I lived this situation, so this whole situation is, I'm inspired a lot by this whole situation. So I'm portraying all the people in this, especially people I knew also. And I tried to create people. I tried to make people from my imagination. But I want these paintings to show the feelings of all these human.
I mean, they are very, very powerful, and certainly when I first saw them, they had that intensity of a Francis Bacon. I mean, is he one of the influences that you have, or do you try to do something which just keeps that force away from you, so to speak?
Yeah, I love Francis Bacon a lot, but the main influence on me is people that I met every day, people's eyes, people's gesture, people's feeling. And music, in particular music. I'm a lot inspired by music, more than to be inspired by art.
Sure. I mean, there is sadness in these pictures, given the theme, but is it also a sadness as well because of what's happened to your country, and on a very personal level, leaving it behind, having to leave the country for safety? I always like faces with a bit of blues in their eyes. So I think faces doesn't has this small sadness or this kind of blues. It will be very flattering. So this sadness takes you inside the body and inside the soul of any person that you met. For sure, this situation has a strong impact on me. I had to leave my country. I had to rebuild a new life in a new place. But in the same time, it's a new experience for me, and I'm trying to take it easily, and I'm trying to learn from it. At the same time. I mean, you've had to leave your country, and I'm sure that there are many other Syrians who've had to follow suit to rebuild that life elsewhere.
Yeah.
But is there still an artistic life of sorts in the country that you've left behind?
There is still, because there's a lot of artists who are still living there in Syria, and I have many friends who are remaining there, because life in Damascus, it's a bit normal comparing to other cities in Syria. But for me, it's not normal. So everyone
take it, everyone can handle it or not. It's depend on every individual. But of course, the art scene was growing before this war started. And now, like lots of domains, it's all destroyed in a way. And there is the distortion, the human distortion. This is the most important thing that it's very hard to rebuild again, I think.
Sure. I mean, they are very impressive works. They do stand out, and this particularly, it's right that it should be at the centre.
Yeah.
This is being exhibited in London, these works. This is where they can be seen. Where can they be seen, and how long will the exhibition last for?
Today, it will be the official opening for the show, and it will last for the 24th of May.
So
you're welcome to come to,
sure.
to
Where is it actually being held, at the actual location?
It's being held in the Old Truman Brewery.
The Old Truman Brewery, and that is in East London?
In East London, yes.
East London,
very
excellent.
Nice place.
Excellent, and they deserve that location. I'm quite familiar with it. I'm sure they'll do very, very well. But Sara, we have to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me here
very much
on This Day Live.
Thank
Stay
you.
with us.